Hi all, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to discuss about noise hazard. Occupations where there is a risk of exposure to excessive noise.
Here are some voices for you. Don't forget to use your headsets.
Physical effects. Temporary reduction in hearing sensitivity as a result of short exposure to excessively loud noise. Noise-induced hearing loss, permanent, progressive loss of hearing as a result of repeated exposure to excessively loud noise. Tinnitus, persistent ringing in the ears as a result of repeated exposure to excessively loud noise. Psychological effects. Stress effects caused by irritating nuisance or background noise. Difficulties in concentrating and an increase in errors caused by nuisance or background noise. Basic noise control measures. Reducing the noise at source. Interrupting the pathway from source to receiver. And protecting the receiver. Reducing noise at source. Eliminate the source. Completely remove the noise source, not practical in many instances. Substituting the source, change the noise source for something else that does the same job but generates less noise. Example: change a petrol-driven machine for an electric version. Modifying the process, example by changing from glass to plastic bottles. Maintenance. Machinery often produces noise because it is in need of maintenance. Damping. Silencing. Any machine that produces exhaust gas should be fitted with silencer on the exhaust to suppress noise. Interrupting the pathway. This can be achieved by insulation, to build an acoustic enclosure around the noise source. Example: a static diesel generator might be placed in a separate building with sound-insulating walls. Isolation. Isolation involves separating the machine from any supporting structure using vibration-absorbent mats or springs. This breaks the transmission pathway. And absorption involves putting sound-absorbing material in the workplace to absorb these sound waves before they can reach receiver. Example: a sound-absorbent material might be used to line a wall, preventing reflection of sound waves in much the same way that carpets and curtains in a house stop sound reverberating the room. Protecting the receiver. This can be achieved by acoustic heaven. If the workplace is inherently very noisy and it is not possible to apply the above controls, then an acoustic heaven might be built that workers can retreat into to escape the noisy environment. Hearing protection. If none of the above is effective or possible, then some form of hearing protection should be used to reduce the amount of noise that penetrates to the worker's ear. Now let us discuss about the advantages and limitations of ear muff or ear defenders and earplugs. The role of health surveillance. Health surveillance is appropriate for workers exposed to high noise levels in the form of audiometry. Audiometry is a medical test that quantifies the sensitivity of a person's hearing across a range of frequencies, low pitch to high pitch. It normally involves the worker sitting in a soundproof booth with headphones on, listening for faint beeps and indicating when the beeps can be heard. The results can show whether a person's hearing is being affected by exposure to loud noise and, if so, to what extent. Audiometry allows to identify workers with pre-existing hearing damage and new hearing damage, which may be work-related. Further protection or removal of such workers from high-noise areas to protect them from further hearing loss. Investigation of noise controls to identify and rectify problems to protect others in the same work area. Remember, audiometry should be conducted by trained, competent persons with the potential for referral of cases to a medic practitioner. Thank you for watching and please do subscribe our channel.